this is my dream actually, to be a professional photographer.
It's a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. What matters most is to come up with a creative idea that no one has, and then take the shot and do the composite. Whoever tells you that everything comes out with the raw camera, this was taken from the camera, but you still have to add your final touches at the end of the day.
Hello everyone! Let us take a closer look to some artwork that caught my attention and the art that had connected to my emotion during the World Art event held in World Trade Center last March 16 to 19. I believe every work of art is worthy of praise. And here's how I enjoyed the event and the interaction I had with the artists.
So we're talking about two major bakers here, right? They're waiting still.
Okay, let me interpret a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Waiting still, there's a mix of excitement because of the color of the pink there, but there's sadness as well because of the black and blue. So when you're waiting for someone or waiting for anything, there is two contrasting, dominant emotions, the excitement and hope, and at the same time the sadness, right? The sadness of waiting. But if I see here, faces are more of the sadness color, the blue, the black, and yeah, but it's distinguishable here, the pink one, right? Yes, so can you please tell me?
Yeah, so what you said is somehow right. It's not somehow, it's like 70% is right. So we're talking about two major bakers here, right? They're waiting still. They waiting in isolated minds. So everyone's waiting alone. It's not together. You don't talk to each other. One more thing, that this person here, they have a bright side. This person, right? So they have like a bright future. He can see something. She can see something. Something is coming up. This person is that kind of light that you saw here. It's presenting this kind of sadness, something that's unclear future, unclear expectations. They don't know what's coming up, right? But still they're waiting for something. The real message here that you're not supposed to wait. Right? You need to move on no matter what. Even if the future is vague, even if things is hard, still to move on.
Okay.
That's the main message of the whole waiting series.
I see.
They're
So
different.
this is just not representing one mind of a person, but,
Yeah, but
different
they're
minds of people
isolated.
waiting.
You can see here it's isolated.
Oh.
That's why that's presenting those yellowish colored lines.
Okay. Wow. So this is like an abstract, right? It's considered
Abstract painting.
painting.
Abstract expressionism.
And you have a mix of music as well here.
Yeah?
It's a mix of music.
Oh yeah.
It's nice. Okay, so here I am would be this.
Yeah.
Okay, and soulmates would be this one.
That one.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
So
I
I'll
need
tell
your
you.
help.
I'll help you out,
Okay.
right? So there are two figures here. One facing up, this is the left side. You can see the head, then the shoulders, and on the bottom line. Then the second person, which is he's flipped, right? The head is down and his legs up, right? So that presenting that's two souls, right? Two people. They're looking for each other, like us. We're trying to search for our soulmate.
Okay.
We're waiting for the soulmate to come over, and indeed, maybe we will never be able to meet the second half of that soulmate, right? Again, because as I told you, here we're explaining the waiting, right? So we're waiting for our soulmates to come up, to show up in our life, and maybe that soulmate will never show up. Right? And here it's different. This painting, here the isolated mind. So you can see the squares was isolated between these two figures. But here it's connecting, more connecting between two. So there's a
How come this becomes connecting?
so you've seen this yellow
yeah.
lines, so it's connecting to each other in a way. So and you can see the whole violet color is connecting between two. and there is no other shapes or something to split between these two figures. Right? So soulmate we might find our soulmate, but doesn't mean that we will find it for real. So this is just to explain the waiting situation. We're waiting for a soulmate.
Okay. 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 Wow. Wow. Very interesting. So how long you've been doing or the painting?
18
the art?
years.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
college.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll include you in the video. Is it okay? Thank you so much. You know, everything I see here, this strikes me the most
Thank you.
because there's something in the eyes, and this one or the other two. It seems like this one are like there is a chain, like bandage, like it's not a
So
normal
they're the bondage,
standing.
but they are like they're the guides which every person carries on you. So every people you have your guides with you, a positive and a negative.
Ah, okay.
But they're bonded together. So it's your soul who picks a right one.
Oh, I see.
So when you wake up early morning, it's very important to pick a right guide,
But,
or else you lose your day.
Okay.
About and human gestures or your life story, where whatever, like it's the bondage of love. So it doesn't mean your facial expression has to talk. It's about your body gestures or the movements also gives you an inner satisfaction.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this is digital photography, and I took these pictures in Tanzania. And those
Okay.
were taken in Zanzibar, and those are the Maasai tribal village. So I had to spend like 2 days with the tribal village to know exactly their culture, their traditions, and then to come up, of course, with those shots.
There's so many countries. I'd like to know what is it that you particularly like and choose Tanzania to go there and to shoot there.
So as a general theme, if you look at all my artwork, you will see that I am actually focusing on the inner and the outer beauty of the human nature, divine nature. And I'm trying to also to promote the African culture and here in the Middle East as well. So most of the pictures you will see, shots has been taken actually from Africa.
Oh, so nice.
If you look at most of those pictures, you will find that the people who are actually representing the models of this picture, it shows simplicity. It
Yeah.
shows how deeply they are connected to Mother Earth. Whether he's a warrior or just a kid taking care of his cattle, and you will see that genuine smile on his face.
Yeah.
Those pictures were taken actually straight out of the camera.
Wow. This is my dream actually to be a professional photographer.
Tip of advice, whether it's a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, what matters most is to come up with a creative idea that no one has, and then take the shot and do the composite. Whoever tells you that everything comes out with the raw camera, this was taken from the camera, but you still have to add your final touches at the end of the day to come up with this creative idea. What you see here is just a composite. It was taken from the camera, but still that composite comes up with a pure imagination of your idea. Like you come up with a creative idea like this, and then you create a composite and a scene. So what you see here, for example, is not a fashion. It's not a fashion for photography. I'm trying to combine both fashion with surrealism. What you see here is a lady who is an introvert. She's hiding from everyone, and she's trying to reveal her true self. In every of these pictures, she's trying to reveal her identity. And as you can see here, she is not afraid anymore, and she's becoming more courageous to face the world. So there's a theme here. There's a story behind this picture.
So this is called conceptual art
It's
style.
conceptual kind of photography, yeah, kind of
That multi-dimensionality.
multi-dimensionality. Yeah. It shows a woman with a facet kind of features. with multifaceted features. You can see here that she's shying away and hiding herself, and then she's trying to reveal her identity in each of this picture.
Wow. Wow, so nice.
This is more like Harem Sultan. I don't know if you know the history of the Harem Sultan, the slave of the Ottoman Sultan, who fell in love with his slave and he decided to marry her.
From slave to
To the wife of the Sultan.
Okay. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for your generosity to explain this. Okay, and thank you so much for promoting, the inclusivity you want for your work. That includes the African, and you have to travel there.
Keep in mind, it's not about the camera specs. It doesn't. Camera will not give you this picture at the end. The outcome of this picture is what you come up with. It's your creativity, and of course, you'll have to put your final touches as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So it's you're more with the expression, with the story of the photo, right?
Yeah.
Not on the technicalities
Yeah.
of the photo.
And also with this one here, as you can see, it's like Back to the Future. Back to the Future is because this is a very ancient site with a 60s, Range Rover.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you see a classic woman wearing something very modern and futuristic. And I'm also trying to show her beauty. So her beauty stands out because everything around her looks a bit old.
Yes. Thank you so much.
The theme here is like heart-centered living, beauty that resonates from within. This is the theme of the whole pictures, as you can see here, whether it's from Africa or even from the Middle East.
I see. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, all of those are done with recycled materials. So those ones are mirror, and it's done with glass tiles, stained glass. That's why it's so translucent. Compared to those ones, which are your normal glass tiles from your bathroom and your kitchen, things like that, that's done on a piece of wood. That's why there's a cutout on the inside, because I wanted to be able to cut it out, so wood was better for this. Compared to this one, which is mirror on mirror, because it's all about reflection. You become part of the artwork.
Okay.
So it's all about playing with the reflection and
Yeah, it's so nice. Like, so how long it takes for you to finish this one?
this one about a month and a half.
Okay.
Something like that, about 1 month. This about a week.
Thank you so much, Isabel. Great meeting you.
You too.
Okay.
Thanks for coming to
How does
visit.
it feel to be here as the artist?
Really awesome. The feedback that you get from other artists and from people like you is really valuable for me as an artist to be able to grow. I need to see what the audience thinks about my work.
My thought is a dream, not a sleeping time. See, not
So everything in your thoughts you put in the painting like that.
paintings,
So it's like a combination of everything you have in your thoughts.
thoughts. Thoughts is a dream.
The dream,
So
okay.
this is a journey.
Watching the world through his imaginations and dreams, every picture has on their stories, grandma stories. His grandma told us so many stories when he was a child, so he was dreaming and imagining things.
Okay.
So
Wow.
everything has the stories.
I know that.
And he's this one. Okay? And
he is
he's
this
telling
one, and
everything.
this is the world. His
Ah.
imaginative dream world.
Yeah, not Da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. So when he was a childhood days, when he was watching the pictures and all, he is dreaming about the Da Vinci and all. He want to be like
Leonardo.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Law of attraction, everything is included in this painting, and it took 1 year to complete this.
Wow. And with the use of only that, right?
Yeah. This is the
So
ink
it's-
using, and this
Yeah.
one, and the brush.
Only this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
not only pencil, not the pencil, only the brush.
Okay, wow.
So it's
So
very
nice.
detailed work for dot, and
Ah, yeah.
That's why it's
Wow.
taking time to.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
1 year
Thank
to
you so
so.
much.
Can we?
This is made up of thermocol, that is styrofoam, and the subject is the golden shoe.
Okay.
Okay, here we consider this horseshoe as a good luck. We put it on the main door of the house or villa, wherever. And this horse represents the courage, the consistency. So since now we has completed 50 years, so our leaders have that so much vision, proper nice vision, and accordingly they are working on it. So consistency, courage of the vision, that is represented as a horse. Taking the full chain of all the barriers and taking the country to the whole limitless sky. So that's the concept behind this. I took 2 months for this along with my job.
Wow. Wow.
This is completely mathematics, geometry, architecture, mind and art. all together.
Geometry. Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much.
explanation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the Alexander the Great, but he is in a form, in a way that shows his emotional status. That's why you see all these sudden moves in the brush and everything, because she wanted to show how strong and difficult were that, like a soldier, like a general, like
Yeah. Why the name is McQueen?
McQueen. Why we named him McQueen?
Alexander.
Sad.
Yeah, of course. It's not the same, Alexander the Great. So, for my line, it's something more than this. But in my way, it can't have the same name like the rest of my paintings. Here it's Victory. It's Knight of Samothrace. But it's my painting, my view, my different point of view. So I make some small changes in things.
Seems to be like a chain, like you are trapped. But when I read the description, it's the opposite.
So actually she's getting free. So sometimes you feel that you're trapped, and then now she's getting free like this. And it's coming from the dark to the light, because she's going away and she's blooming with her arms.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so nice. How is this really made? Like, how did you do it?
So this is images that I had took, and I worked with layerings, and I had printed on acrylic.
Okay. And how long it takes to finish it?
It's a process, because you need to find through all of them. I mean, you need to find the theme, trying to understand how you're gonna do it, to organize it and everything, and it takes a bit of time. There's 2 layers, so it's a multiple layer, and actually it's a urban reflection. So that means actually it's like in a city, in a urban life. It's like a maze, so it can be streets, buildings, and all the connection that you can find in a urban lifestyle. So, and you have also the depth of it. When you look from close, you can see that it's not. So it gives a bit of more this impression of a maze, like it's you're just driving inside.
Wow.
And essentially I was trying to focus on the light atmosphere, basically the atmospheric effects. So here not specific object, it's the light